Greetings folks, we're a bit of a shoe review today, but this is not a shoe review for shoe review's sake. What I'm trying to do is find a good pair of long distance trail shoes for my up and coming ultra marathons, specifically for my 100 miler. So this is the first pair I've getting to try, and it's not a make I've tried before. This is the Mount Coast T1. It's not some brand I've tried before. It cost me £170. And this colourway is called, by the supplier, Tampra. It's available in two other colourways. There's Dune and Snowline, and they're all basically white with separate colour trimming. I'll put a picture up so you can see the ones. My UK size 11 weighs in at about 312 grams, and it's true to size. I think 312 grams for a size 11 trail shoes is quite good. And in the hand, it feels very light. They reckon it has moderate stability and a good level of cushioning, which is good because I'm looking for something that will carry me a long way. It has a stack height at the heel of 36 and the forefront of 32, which gives a drop of 4 mil. I normally go for the 6 to 8 mil, so I'll see how that works for me. Watch this space. The upper is a reinforced woven setup, which the supplier claim is 5 times stronger than steel. We'll see how that goes because I can be a bit accident prone and heavy footed. It's got a dual lacing system with a quick pull type lace at the bottom and a separate one at the top with a little pocket for the lace to go in. We'll see if that's just a gimmick or if it does help, as it says, customize the lockdown of your shoe. So whether you want it tighter down the bottom or the top. The tongue design, the supplier claim, is an anti-siphon design. This shoe isn't designed to keep your feet dry, but it is designed to dry and drain quickly. So the tongue design in there, the tongue design is designed to help drain water away. Again, we'll see when we try it out. It is very wintry out there. It's typical UK weather, wet, but we've got some snow. So we'll see what that's like. We've got a lace pocket at the top there to tuck the lace in so it doesn't get on your nerves. The cuff itself, it's not massive padding, but it seems to have a decent level of padding. I don't like too much padding because I feel it sometimes rubs on the heel. And I don't like too little because, yeah, it's just not comfortable. But this seems quite well. What I would say, it does seem to have a narrow toe box. I've got an average fitting foot, average width foot. So I think it may be okay for me, but we'll try that out. We'll see what it looks like. Going on to the midsole, it's a supplier proprietary setup, badged as Outsole, which again the supplier claim is 50% the weight of the equivalent EVA. So that again, helping keep the shoe light. They say it returns 45% more energy. So again, we'll see when we try it out. What I'm looking for is a long distance trail shoe for me races. I will wear my chosen shoe for the first 60 mile of my 100 miler before I change out. So I want a shoe that keeps my feet good. I have regular problems with plantar fasciitis, ankle problems, so I'm looking at a shoe that helps look after that. And the supplier claim that these are actually responsive mile after mile. Again, that will come with trying it out. The outsole, wonderfully, it's a Vibram Mega Grip. A trusted name in outsoles, always giving good grip. This is the light base offering, which is about 30% lighter than the standard Vibram offering. Again, looking towards keeping the shoe light. It's got a 4 mil lug depth. That mightn't be good for some people, but my air races are coastal based. They're not mountain technical stuff. So the 4 mil lug should be enough for me, given a balance between grip and comfort. So basically, that is the Mount Coast T1. It's now time to get out there in the snow and try them out. I'll catch you in a bit. Right, as I said at the beginning of the video, this is a bit of a shoe review, but not a shoe review for a shoe review's sake. This is me searching for shoes that will be suitable for my ultras this year, specifically the 100 miler I've got in July. So we're out for a run now in the Mount to Coast, giving it a try, and a very snowy, wintry trail run. So it should be a good test for them, especially around the grip. So let's get on with it. It's a bit wild, but we're only looking for about 7k a day. I had a long run yesterday. Right, we're halfway into this run now. Taking a little walk break. Shoes are definitely comfortable. I was a little bit worried about the narrow toolbox, but as I say, I've got a pretty standard width foot, so it isn't too bad. And that's with having, I've got thick waterproof socks on today because of the weather, because obviously these aren't a waterproof shoe. And I don't want my feet getting too cold. I'd say the grip's quite good. A little bit of slippy underfoot under the snow and ice, but that's to be expected. I think you would have to have a proper snow ice specific shoe not to get that little bit of, I don't know what you call it, like the wheel spin effect of your shoes. But so far so good. I do like the twin lace setting as well, so I can have it tight where I want. But again, I have one foot slightly smaller than the other, like most people. So that foot, my right foot, I've got a tiny bit of heel slip. So I have to look at tension in the lace a bit more. Right, I actually don't know where I'm going, but it's an adventure. Coming to the end of this first run in these shoes. I'm quite happy with them, but just being short run the day, I need to try them on a longer trail run. I've got a trail half marathon back end of the month. I'll probably wear them then. So call this the end of the run, and I'll see you back in the office to give a quick summary. Well, I'm back from my run, and that was the first outing of the Mount to Coast T1. I ran about 7.5 kilometres in very wintry and challenging conditions out there. I'll put the details here. So it got a good test out there, I think. It performed how I expected. The Vibram 4mm lugs give good level of grip, although I did have a little bit of slippiness in the snow, but that was to be expected from a 4mm lug, and I'm not going to have snow in the middle of July. I tested it out there on single track, grass, cycle path, woodland, tarmac, all blanketed in a bit of snow. So it performed how I expected. I was quite pleased. The toolbox, although I had a bit concerned when I went out, it was adequate for me. But as I said, I've got an average width foot. If you've got a wide foot, that may be a bit constriction for you. Check it out. I like the lacing system. When I first went out, I didn't have it quite right, but later in the run, I redid it, and it kept us locked in nicely. And the same with the cuff. It was nice and comfortable. It was only a short run and a short initial trial on this, but I've found them a comfortable shoe. My feet never felt drenched, even though it was very wintry out there, although I did have some waterproof socks. But the shoe wasn't sopping when I got back, so they did drain well. Overall, I was quite pleased with the Mount Coast T1s. First time for this brand, as I said at the beginning. Going to test it more going forward. I've got a trail half marathon at the end of the month, which is a trail / beach half marathon, which is going to be similar conditions to a couple of my big ultras this year, including my 100 miler. So that will give us a chance to try it out more, and I'll let you know what I think at the end of that half marathon. But for now, that's been the Mount Coast T1. Later, folks.